What's up, everybody? My name is Sean. I'm a producer and guitarist. I release and produce music under the alias Late Night Tones. And in this video, I want to put you on to some guitar tone sauce. As producers and guitarists, we can get caught up on all the newest plugins and guitar sims and tones and whatnot. And sometimes, myself included, we forget about the stock plugins that are right there just waiting for us to use that sound amazing. So I've been cooking up a lot of indie rock and indie pop beats lately. It's been fun to kind of experiment and go back to using some of the stock plugins. And I recently was able to get some really cool, crunchy, hard rock guitar tone just with straight up stock plugins, not even an amp sim or anything. So I just wanted to show you quickly in this video, one, what it sounds like, and two, how I achieved that sound. All right, so now let's dive into how I achieved this guitar tone. You'll notice right off the bat that the waveform is really cooking. I recorded into my interface at a very high input. You don't have to do this. I was just feeling extra crazy that day and decided to crank it. If you do that, you don't want to clip on the way in because that's bad. But here's what the guitar sounds like without any processing. Okay, so I realized the signal actually is clipping. Do as I say, not as I do, I guess. Well, maybe do as I do. Maybe that's a good thing. The first thing I put on is an aggressive noise gate, so it gets rid of any of the sound in between each chord hit. Then I throw on this EQ to cut some of the lows and shape the tone a little bit. Then we use Logic's Chroma Glow plugin. This is again Logic stock, an amazing distortion plugin, and we use the modern tube model, clean style, about 66%, and here's what it sounds like now. Then if we want to get extra wild, we can throw on another instance of Chroma Glow. And then we can use Logic's stock compressor to give it some aggressive compression. I'm doing 5 milliseconds of attack and 45 milliseconds of release. This compressor just really helps crunch the guitar to keep it at the exact same volume for every hit. Now you might have noticed that in the preview at the beginning of the video, the guitar sounded way more stereo than what we just heard. And to achieve that, I recorded the same part twice, as you see here. I used the same exact effects on both guitars, except on one of the guitars I gave it a little bit of a different EQ so that I could stand out from the other guitar, and then I hard panned them left and right. This gets us this sound. Here's how I got that cool filtered guitar sound in the intro. So all the initial plugins are the same. And then I added this Fat Effects, which is another Logic stock, and I really just use it for this cool graphic EQ, and I just move this little ball around until I get a sound that sounds cool, and this is where I ended up. I think it was somewhere over there. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Fat Effects here, another stock plugin that if you want to put a filter on something, it's a cool, unique way to do so. That's it for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.